Shovel Knight Specter of Torment is a 2D retro-style platformer set within the world of Shovel Knight. Unlike the previous entry, Specter of Torment takes place several months before the events of the Shovel of Hope and Plague of Shadows campaigns, with new mechanics, gameplay, and story. In honor of the release of Yacht Club Games' new game, Mina the Hollower, we're reviewing the different campaigns from the Shovel Knight Treasure Trove collection. I'm Tom the Wizard Man, and this is the Fake Wizards review of Shovel Knight Specter of Torment. If this video provides you any value at all, please like and subscribe, as we're making many reviews every single week. In Shovel Knight Specter of Torment, you play as the dreaded Specter Knight. Serving under the rule of the Enchantress, you've been tasked with the job of recruiting powerful knights to join her order and assist in the conquest of the lands. Going through levels and forcing the others to submit to your power, you seek to power up a special locket given to you by the Enchantress. Defeating and recruiting the 8 members will restore your lost humanity and your old life. After some missions, you reminisce about your past life and the moments leading up to how you met this ill-begotten fate. Can you establish the Enchantress's grasp over the land while restoring your humanity? The gameplay of Specter of Torment continues the trend of Plague of Shadows, where the game is in the same engine and world, but has a completely new style of gameplay. This campaign has a bigger emphasis on movement. Your primary weapon is your scythe, which you slash enemies and terrain with, but jumping near a suitable target allows you to slice through it at a diagonal arc, creating unique and fun combat opportunities and platforming mechanics. When you hit a target, you'll bounce off of them, giving you a little bit of hang time to reposition yourself into either slicing them again or doing something platforming related. They also introduce a wall climbing feature to help you set up for those air slashes. Granted, the wall climbing has a limited amount that you can actually go up before you start falling back down. To correlate with the new methods of attacking and traversal, levels are completely retrofitted with new mechanics that complement them. There are lanterns to use for platforming with slime and water variants in specific levels, and rails to grind off of with your scythe. Because this game is a prequel, the levels are different from their earlier counterparts, letting you see what it looked like before the Enchantress had recruited them into her order, as well as being accompanied by remixes of their level themes from the first 2 campaigns. The bosses, while being the same characters, have new movesets and mechanics that make them feel different from the previous campaigns, furthering the sensation that this campaign is its own experience. Instead of a map you travel through, your home base is the tower, where you get curios, change cloaks, and get more health and mana if you miss them during the levels. This game introduces the mechanic of upgrading your curios to make them more powerful, which I think is a fun addition. I'm gonna say right now that out of all of the DLC campaigns, Specter of Torment is probably the best. The new addition to the mechanics and gameplay are superb. The slash being able to be used in combat and in platforming is so well executed and satisfying to pull off. In most levels, you'll get into that rhythm of just tearing through it to get to the bosses, in a more fast-paced style that really feels good. Most of the levels are longer by comparison, with more checkpoints, making it so that if you do mess up on platforming, it's not too far of a hike back to where you died. It's fun, challenging, and satisfying. The story of Specter Knight is much more in-depth too. The lightheartedness of the world and characters that you'd come to expect from the previous entries is still present, but it's turned down to accommodate the more serious tone that this game tries to achieve. Similar to the capture sequences in Shovel of Hope, the flashback segments where you get to actually play the events of what made your character become Specter Knight adds an extra layer of context for who this character actually is. Learning about who you used to be in this format, where it's spaced out through the length of your campaign, starts as more somber, reminiscing about being with your trusted friend with a sense of yearning. But as you learn more about what truly happens and who Specter Knight blames for the events that transpire, it builds tension for the finale and climax. It's such a cool aspect and addition that I think really pays off. I really enjoy Specter Knight's story. Out of the campaigns, I think it's probably the most fleshed out. However, from personal preference, I think I like Plague of Shadows just a little bit more, and that definitely comes from its ending. I will admit there is a bit of a learning curve with the new mechanics in this. Not that it's unapproachable or impossibly hard, but getting the timing of your air slashes down with the direction you want to go takes some time and getting used to. In the beginning, you may end up falling into a lot of pitfalls, but if you just give it a little bit of patience, it's worth it. I don't know if I would say that this game is better than Shovel of Hope. It's definitely something that's debate-worthy, but I will say that this game is on par with it. As a result, I give it a 9 out of 10. If this review provided you any value at all, please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Also, I feel like I need to throw this in, so this channel's called Fake Wizards, wizards being plural. I'm not the real-life fake wizard. I'm Tom, the Wizard Man. I'm a different person. I'm not the fake wizard, but I'm a fake wizard regardless. Hopefully that clarifies it for some people. Anyway, thank you for watching.